Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another BTNeanderthal video. Today we are covering a build guide, the Phoenix Strike Assassin. So we're just going to hop into a Horizon's memory and just show you what we got going on here. Alright. So, the Phoenix Strike Assassin, as you can see, has 3 different elements we're actually attacking with. Somebody in chat, or somebody in the video is going to yell at me if I don't pick this up. You're like, you left a small charm in the back. I know. So, as I was saying, we have 3 different elements. We have cold, fire, and ice. And with this build, you pretty much have no immunities. On top of that, it means that pretty much any increase to your elemental damage is going to be pretty big. Also, it's pretty quickly, like, very maneuverable, and it moves very quickly, especially with Dragonflight being in the rotation of how you attack. Now, say like Phoenix Strike, you come across this very specific dual immune or something. You can also swap over. I personally don't do this very often unless it's a monster I know I'm gonna kill. But like, say it's something that is like fire and cold immune. You can literally swap over to Claws of Thunder, right? And just play with lightning. And you fight them with lightning until they're dead, right? So that's an option as well. Instead of having the 3 elements do their things, you can just swap it to a very specific element that you might want to do. Really good against immunes. And this also means that we're actually able to farm pretty much any map without Infinity as well, if you have enough, you know, damage in general. Rip Druid Helm. So that's pretty much what it looks like so far. It's very fast. It's a lot of fun. It doesn't really have immunities. Now, as far as skills go, the skill tree looks something like this. Very simple. This Phoenix Strike tells us what we need to put our points into. So we put 20 points into Fists of Fire, Claws of Thunder, Blades of Ice, and then of course Phoenix Strike itself. We have 1 point into Dragonflight. So 1 point in all these, getting Dragonflight. An option here would be getting like maybe some type of claw, maybe a Plague Claw or something, and it would have Dragonflight on it, so you could save a few points. Now, on Shadow Discipline, this is a lot of 1-point wonders here, but the exception here is with the gear I have currently, I have maximum IES breakpoint here, or increased attack speed breakpoint, by putting 2 points into burst of speed. So as you can see, we have 8 here, but we have 2 hard points in there, and the rest is just plus skills. We also use Shadow Master, and I'll just be dumping points now into Shadow Master. We have 80, we're level 86, so every time we level, we're just going to do that for now. I'm not getting Mind Blast, Cloak of Shadows enough, and a combination with our gear. As far as attributes go, currently we have 182 to be able to wear our gear, including Storm Shield. The rest goes into Vitality after we go for the block chance here. So as you can see, we have... How do we have 75 block chance? I don't know. But we have a lot of block chance. It was 50 earlier, I swear. Maybe it's because it was on a map or something. Anyways, we have 75% chance to block here with the Storm Shield and with the amount of dex in. So that's where we put our points in there. As far as the actual gear goes, we're going to be focusing on, again, 3 elements. So we have a Bartux here. It says 2 to martial arts and 2 to assassin skills. We care about the plus skills, and because it's 3 sockets, it allows us to put 3 different facets in there. I have fire, cold, and lightning in there for right now. And then eventually I would love to do the same thing for Kira's Guardian, having, you know, fire, cold, and lightning in there, facets. But Kira's already has minus and pierce on the thing itself, and it has cannot be frozen, which is super helpful for this build. We have an Ormus robes here that I would eventually want to puzzle box, but again, has the tri-element plus skill damage, very good. Assassin skills here. Storm Shield is again for survivability. Because we're an elemental build, not a physical build, it's very difficult to leech consistently. You do leech some, but because we're focusing on elemental, it's harder to stay alive because it's harder to leech. With that being said, we have a lot of resistances, and we have a lot of physical damage reduction between Storm Shield, Verdongos, our Mercenary having Defiance, and all that good stuff. We also have the ability to get 220 gloves or even 320 gloves, but this one is kind of cool because it's got light res and then minus target defense. Minus target defense is really good because it works against bosses as well. Just an all res MF ring with attack rating. We got mana steal here, all res, and life after kill. Definitely you can get better than that. Eventually I might actually go Aldur's boots instead of these. We'll see how everything pans out later. And I would probably go String of Ears instead for the life leech. Yes, not as much life leech on an elemental build, but you do get some. On swap, we are using Najas for different situations. It's like a cheap enigma. And our mercenary is running Infinity, of course, because, you know, we gain benefits from every single element that this pierces. Laying of Hands, String of Ears on him, Goblin Toe, Duriel Shell, and Rock Stopper. I could probably get some other stuff too. Maybe like Vampire Gaze instead of Rock Stopper, but this really helps out for like some resistances, hit recovery, and stuff like that. Duriel Shell could also, it's kind of just a placeholder. You could also do Fortitude and Treachery. Well, maybe not Treachery in PD2, but Fortitude at the very least. It's not bad though either because you can put so many more items on your mercenary. That's pretty much the build though. It's been a lot of fun, and I really like the fact that there's pretty much no immunes. You can just hold the left click button and win the game. And as I said earlier, if you have like an immunity that's really difficult for you, you can just swap over. It's like, no, I want to attack with lightning, or I want to attack with cold damage like Blades of Ice or Fist of Fire. Those are all options. But anyways, hopefully you enjoyed this video. Thank you for being here and watching. If you enjoyed, be sure to hit that like button and let me know if there's some other things that you want to see as well. Just really quickly, we're using charms as well. I almost forgot the charms. We do want to get an assassin torch. Obviously, we have an Amazon torch here. But Annie, resistances, martial arts skillers are what we're actually using here. And then we're good to go. So, anyways, I'll catch you guys later. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video. It helps me out. You guys are beasts.